morning, 47. Your target is Ajit A.J. Krish. He's the current head of Atlantide, a company producing demineralized saltwater that promises a suspiciously long list of medical benefits. If the brand doesn't ring any bells, it's because Atlantide is only sold out of the homes of independent distributors. They pay Krish an initial signing fee, and in return are able to purchase Atlantide for a lower price, which they can then turn around and sell at a profit. That is, if they can sell it. But bottled water is not Krish's most profitable product. He is far more interested in getting people to buy into his turnkey business opportunity, and better still, convince their friends to do the same. He preys on the desperate. Whether they can afford it or not, Krish will tell them that future fortune is worth even the most painful investments. The target is currently in Miami, in the hopes of recruiting a celebrity driver to be the new face of Atlantide. Our clients would prefer he never recruit anyone again. Best of luck.
Hello, hello, and welcome back once again to Hitman 2 and the special assignment, a silver tongue set in Miami. And today we will be taking care of the shockingly pure challenge. Although we will be doing this in a kind of roundabout sort of way, because what I'm going to show you will enable you to basically achieve 3 to possibly I'm bringing a couple because I tend to lose one. So, right from the start, off the bat, what we're going to do is make our way into the area we need, which is just round the back of the security office. So we're going to duck down into the crowd, straight past the guard, and right down to the very back of this area here, which is right next to the racetrack, all the way down to the very back and around the corner. And here we're going to pull out our hammer and throw that up against the crates over here, or the pallets, and retrieve our hammer. That's going to attract the attention of the guard that's on guard duty by the forklift ahead of us. And once he comes over, we're going to throttle him as quietly as possible. Don't use the hammer to knock him out, it makes too much noise. We're going to collect his gun, collect his body, and we're going to hide him in this crate here. And what we're essentially going to do is silently eliminate everyone in this area. And as I said, this is not necessarily tied to the actual shockingly pure challenge, but it will enable us to basically have this whole area to ourselves. So we're going to now climb up into the trailer full of bottled water on the far side, just by the pits. And in here we find one of the the Global Innovation Race official types. And when he finishes with his clipboard here, he's going to go and bend down in front of the crates in front of us, and we can then knock him out and hide him in the crate behind us. So as I was saying, basically what we could do here is, once we've got all these people unconscious and out of the way, we can take care of Nut Job Challenge, the Shockingly Pure Challenge, and Fire and Oil Challenge all at once. And if you're so inclined, you can also take care of the Crushing Challenge. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. So we're just going to take out the security camera that's above the pit doors, or the pit entrance doors. That will come in handy later. So now we need to get rid of this young lady who wanders around outside. So we're just going to throw our hammer up against the crates where we knocked out her friend. She will come in to investigate, and we can get behind her, subdue her, and put her in the crate as well. And that will be this whole back area by the trailers completely clear. So once she turns around, she may be facing the other way and you can knock her out straight away, but for me she was facing the wrong way, so I had to wait for her to turn around before knocking her out and putting her in the crate. So like I said, that's everybody in this area now out of the way. So next we're going to take care of AJ's personal bodyguard, so we're going to make our way back over to where we knocked out our first guard, select our hammer once again, and basically we're going to do the exact same thing we did when we took out our first guard, but we need to wait for AJ and his bodyguard to arrive. Once they turn up to talk to the young lady we've already knocked out, we're going to throw our hammer once again back over here. I'm surprised it hasn't gone under the van yet. Usually it ends up under the van somewhere. But that will attract the attention of AJ's bodyguard, or AJ, and he will send the bodyguard. And we're just going to wait for him to come round, and we're going to quietly knock him out as well. We'll collect his gun and hide his body in the crate provided. So now AJ is all alone. So we have one more person to deal with, which is going to be the other global race person who moves around on the other side, but we're going to have to lure him over here. This is another point where I tend to lose one of my melee weapons. So we're just going to wait here for the guy to show himself. And we need to see him on instinct because he doesn't actually come around the corner, but he will stop by that post where the wall ends, just around the other side of the corner there. And when he does, we're just going to throw our hammer to distract him round to here and knock him out. Hopefully AJ will have wandered off by then as well. So the race official guy is, you can just see him now coming into view on the instinct. He's making his way over. So he's going to stop just round by the corner there. So we're going to throw our hammer. And once again, I'm amazed I managed to retrieve my hammer. And we're just going to wait around by these tyres here for the guy to come round and investigate. AJ is nowhere in sight. We are completely secure. We're going to knock him out, and there's nowhere to hide this guy, unfortunately, so we're just going to have to stash him up behind the tyres here. So that's everybody in this area except the two guards in the far corner out of our way. So essentially all we can do now, or all we have to do now, is drop a save, and we can move on to loads and loads of different challenges. I'm first of all going to get rid of this guy as well though. This guy is quite an annoyance as well. He comes over to investigate when we're taking care of the Shockingly Pure challenge. If you just want to do the Shockingly Pure challenge and not all of the others with a loadout, then you can just come straight to this point instead of going around knocking everyone out first. You can do this in your suit as well, so you don't even have to worry about the guard's outfit. So, like I said, at this point I recommend dropping a save so you can take care of the nut job challenge and the oil and water challenge as well, which is why we've just cleared out that whole area. So what we're going to do now basically is there's a water fountain you can just see over my right shoulder, and below that is a plug socket. So what we're going to do is we're going to shoot the plug socket to an expose and a wire. Now I am a notoriously bad shot, so this will probably take 3 or 4 attempts, and I may trigger the occasional lockdown. If this happens, all we have to do is nonchalantly walk around the corner behind us and wait for the panic to die out. So once AJ is nowhere in nearby, we're going to take our first shot at the plug and just wait here if no panic has been triggered, because it will get someone to come over and investigate, usually this guard, but it's more often than not the waiter who we have previously eliminated. So now it's this guard, but someone will usually come over to investigate. We're just going to wait for him to lose interest, and then I'm going to go over and see if I've actually hit my target, because I have no confidence in my shooting, and rightly so, because I've missed. So back to position, retrieve or re-equip our gun, and we'll try again. See, aiming for the plug, and this time I have triggered something. A bullet impact has been noticed. That will trigger a lockdown, so we're just going to wait here until the lockdown goes back to normal and everyone stops panicking, because there are enforcers running around at this point. So once again we're going to go back, check, no, I've missed again, If you're a better shot than me, you'd already be out the gate by now. So, third time's the charm. Stand a little bit closer as well. And I think maybe that time I got it, but we did also trigger another lockdown, so wait that one out. We're going to go back and just check. There's a little puff of smoke, that's a telltale sign. Let's go in for confirmation. Yes, I've actually managed to hit the plug on my third try. So with that now taken care of, all we have to do is stand here, take aim at the water barrel. You'll notice that I swapped shoulder there because I usually fire from the left shoulder, but if you fire from the right shoulder you should be perfectly already set up. So with our aim now all lined up and ready, all we are waiting for is Mr. Krish, as you saw, just leaving from left to right. We need him to come past us from right to left, as he's about to do now. And as soon as he passes that water bottle, take a shot. I was a little bit slow on taking my shot there, but it still achieved us what we desired. And that will kill AJ Krish.
Target has been eliminated. Though our client will never get their money back, you have given them peace of mind. Well done.
So that will get you the shockingly pure challenge. All we have to do now is make good our escape. I recommend taking out this camera and bolting for the exit, because when you shoot that water barrel and kill Krish, it still attracts somebody else as a distraction, and they can walk into that puddle and get electrocuted, as you can see here, and that will lose your silent assassin rating. So we need to get to the exit before she gets to the puddle, and we just make it. And there you go, that's the shockingly pure challenge taken care of, with possibly a few others in tow if you wish. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.